Kia ora, tēnā koe, Fee Jamieson-Folland, the lifestyle aligner, helping you live the life you love. So today it's all about the answer lies in the soil. I love that phrase. That's a phrase that my dad used to say in a very tongue-in-cheek way, sort of semi-taking the mickey, yet there's a lot of wisdom in it, which is just how valuable gardening can be. In particular, gardening can be for our mental, emotional, spiritual, relational and physical health. I'm sure of that. So it's really interesting. Check out the link in the blog for an excerpt from the Mayo Clinic in terms of what they've discovered, where it can really improve mood and decrease stress levels. So there's a lot to be said for it. And I was reflecting on, okay, so learning for life. So that's kind of the theme of this, which is where am I finding my sources of learning? So in obvious ways, like learning dance steps, I'm really enjoying, pretty new to us at the time of recording. We'll be well into it by the time you're listening to this video. Latin American and ballroom, which is fantastic. And also tuning in with my Duolingo. I've been going for, I'm not sure, I think it's 1,380 consecutive days, something like that. Learning various languages, Bahasa Indonesia, Spanish, Mandarin. I'm loving it and I'm curious, do you tap into that? Playing classical guitar. I actually learn a lot through helping various predator trapping groups in our area to help the native flora and fauna flourish, and so I'm always learning something there. So those are various ways, and yet I find I learn so much by digging in the garden and learning from what the earth can show me and explain by demonstration. So it's not like, yeah, sure, I can read books, I can find out from friends, and because I've got quite a few friends who are avid gardeners. My family, my two sisters are very keen gardeners, and my mum-in-law too has been. And so learning from that about not just the way that's the best time to plant, where to plant, how to protect against things like cabbage whites, which have been going nuts, and trialing those out and finding out what doesn't work so well, which has certainly been one. There's a really interesting one. I was given this tip: cut out what looks like an absolute picture, same size of as, and the image of a cabbage white, both sides, stick it together and dangle it in the area over the brassicas that we're growing. And because they're territorial, then other cabbage white butterflies will stay away. So we've kind of got this net over, which is doing a slightly crappy job. But anyway, I hung it up in there over the brassicas. I thought I'd trial it. And about 10 cabbage white butterflies were fighting to get in. It's quite, oh, okay, so that kind of seemed to have the opposite effect. Anyway, the point being is that it can be a teacher. And one of the things that I'm sometimes dismayed by, and yet it really helps as a metaphor for life, in that I'll plant something, everything seems great, everything seems right, and it doesn't flourish. So to me, that is an absolute metaphor for we seem to be on track, and then sometimes the road takes a different turn. And how about you? Are you a gardener, or is someone you know a gardener? And I look forward to connecting with you and diving deeper on this one in this week's Alive with Fee. Have a goodie. Ciao for now.